guys, and welcome back to Jack's Plays. Today we are going to be doing something a little bit different. Today I'm going to show you how to beat every night on Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Also, some other tips and tricks that can help you win the game. So, let's go ahead and do a new game. And I'll show you some tips and tricks on how to beat this. This is super easy. Especially the first night. So your first night, you're not gonna have any problems, but this is your first tutorial. So you press triangle to mute call, and you can see, and if you click circle, you'll be able to see your lights, and you press and hold X to see the main hall flashlight. So first we press L2 if you're L1 if you're on controller, and you'll click the little button on the bottom if you're playing on PC. So basically what I like to do, once you get into the later nights, try not to be as on the cameras as much. So you want to be checking the cameras, but you don't want to be just like all on the cameras like that. This is something you don't want to be doing. What you want to be doing is constantly winding up that marionette box. This is what you're gonna want to focus on mainly. Now, it might not look like it might not look like a hard thing, but on the other nights it becomes a real problem. So, press and hold circle or click on it if you're on PC, but on PlayStation, you press circle. So basically, what you do is you kind of do the light on the left, the middle, then the right, left, middle, right, light, right, and then you go back to wind this music box. Then as soon as you leave the music box, spam, whenever you're in the cams, spam R1 or the other put mask button until you master this. Try to master something like this, because this will help you a lot in the later nights. Basically, also you have this new thing. I don't know why you want to do it, but I guess it's kind of a cool feature. You do have a flashlight here, but be warned, in the later nights you will not want to do this a lot because it will waste your power a lot. So you can basically kind of just check out the cameras, the vents. And over here is the parts and service room, where you can find Withered Freddy, Bonnie, Chica, and I'm pretty sure Foxy could be there also. So also you got to be kind of careful of him. So I'll show you in the later nights, and an example of that would be 7th night or custom night. Okay, basically, so I'll show you the wizards right now. These are the wizards you'll have to face in the later nights, such as night 2, 3, 4, and 5. Actually, yeah, like in 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, if we go into this night, this custom night, the animatronics are going to be coming really fast. And look at how much faster that music box is going down. And our power is going to be a lot more drained, or it's going to be drained a lot more. And you can already hear someone in the hallway. Now, if you want to deal with Wither Foxy, the mask will not work on him. So do not try putting your mask on, because that will not work at all. So what you want to do is you constantly want to be flashing your light at them. And look, whenever the animatronics come up to your desk like that, you want to put on the mask instantly. I'll show you an example of not doing that. If I don't put on the mask at all, or if I put it at a later time, look what's gonna happen. You get jump scared. Yeah. So with the withers, you basically want to put on the mask as soon as possible, and it can't be like later, or it can't be like once they're on your disc. It has to be immediately. So let's go back into a match like that. And we need to keep this wound, and to save power at the beginning, for the longest time until you hear that sound. that sound, then you want to close up your camera system, and flash a little bit of light into Foxy. But if you're on night 5 or one of those later nights, so basically, you also want to check these cams. Yep, these guys already just started moving. So he's gonna try to come to my desk. So first we're gonna be learning about the wizards. The wizards are probably some of the most important to learn about. Foxy, you gotta flash your light. And see, look, I put on the mask immediately as soon as he comes. So he did not get me. And you just kind of want to keep doing that. Oh! And then same thing with Chica. It's the same thing. And same thing, Foxy does not do the same thing where he comes up to your desk. He basically just sits there in the hallway. If you don't flash your light at him for a long time, he will come and jump scare you. So with the wizards, it's super easy to deal with them once you get the hang of it. They're not really that hard, but some of them are pretty difficult. Oh, Chica again. Now Chica and Bonnie are not the most difficult to deal with, but if you're not paying attention, they can be a little bit hard. But mostly they're not hard. You can see, because we've been using our flashlight a lot, our power has been draining. So we kind of don't want that to happen. So, we gotta and now that you've probably got more familiar with the wizards, Freddy, he's gonna do the same thing where he gets up to you, close to your face, and you have to put your mask on. So, now let's learn about the new and shiny. So, these guys include Balloon Boy, Mango, Toy Chica, Toy Bonnie, and Toy Freddy. So let's go ahead and put these guys all to 10. And I'll show you how to deal with all to 20. And I'll show you how to deal with all of them. Balloon Boy basically is, he can't harm you in any way except he just sometimes blocks you. And I'll show you how he does that right now in this night. Balloon Boy, he's gonna start moving very soon. Now the wizards are probably some of the easiest animatronics to deal with. Probably the easiest animatronics to deal with. Now Freddy's gonna stay there in the hallway, and whenever you pull up your screen, he'll slowly start to creep closer to you. Look, see? He gets closer to you until he gets up to your office, and you want to put on your mask as soon as possible, just like the wizards. Now let's keep this box wound. Oh, now Toy Chica, you'll see her in the vent, and what you want to do is put on your mask until you're here climbing in the vents like that, because then that will notify you that Toy Chica is gone. Okay, look, Toy Freddy is coming to get us again. So he'll try to get us, but if I put on the mask on quickly enough, he will not get you. Foxy, I don't know where he came from, but you just kind of need to flash the light at him. And just constantly be checking the vents. Chica will come from this side, Bonnie will come from this side, and Freddy and Mango will come from this side, and Balloon Boy will also come from that side. And Toy Bonnie will kind of be like that. Now Marionette's coming. This is also what happens if you don't wind up the music box. Now it's gonna sound like someone's winding it for you, but that's what happens. If you don't wind up the box, Puppet or Marionette or whatever you like to call it will get you. So let's go back into a match of new and shiny, and I'll show you how to deal with Bonnie, Balloon Boy, and Mangle. So let's go ahead and get this box wound up, and then later I'll show you how to deal with Golden Freddy, and some of the other characters. Also, there is a very rare chance of JJ being under your desk. It's kind of rare, but also there's a rare chance of Toy Bonnie being on your desk, but I don't know. I don't know if it's even rare or something. Okay, Toy Freddy's still there. Now Toy Freddy's gonna try to get me, but since I put on the mask, he won't be able to get me. Now also, Toy Chica will slowly try to make her way in. She'll first pop up here, but you gotta just kind of keep your light on her. But she'll eventually climb. She'll climb through the vents till she kind of goes in there. She stands in there, then she slowly climbs into the vents or near the vents. Now Toy Freddy's gonna try to get me, but since I spammed that mask, he cannot get me. Now Toy Bonnie, you'll see him coming from the right there. Oh, yeah, and whenever you see him, don't put up your monitor because he will get you. So, whenever you see Toy Bonnie, he'll come right there. He's gonna come in your right vent, and the way to avoid him is you put on your mask and he'll kind of scan you. Toy Chica's right there. And Mangle's slowly gonna make her way into the office. So Balloon Boy and Toy Chica will be here. Toy Chica and Freddy will also be there. Toy Bonnie and Mangle will be on your right. So just kind of be on the lookout for those two. So Balloon Boy's gonna come from your left. So I put up my monitor. He will get into your office. He cannot kill you. He cannot do anything. The only thing he can do is he doesn't allow you to have he doesn't allow you to have lights. So, and he's there for the rest of your shift. Now also, you will get these mini games. You will get these little mini games, and basically, they're just mini games. So, I'm just gonna skip to the end of this mini game. I'll show you how to deal with Mangle now. So, I'll cut to the part where I get Mangle. Okay, guys. So once you come across Mangle, she will come on your right vent. So to avoid her, you will put on your mask. She will go away. But if you happen to open up your monitor for whatever reason without putting your mask on, she will slowly climb into your into your room and then jump scare you. Yeah, so that's how to deal with Mangle. Mangle will be in your right vent, and you will need to put on your mask. Then she will go away. Now, I will teach you how to deal with I'll teach you how to deal with Golden Freddy. Golden Freddy's a tricky character that will slowly try to appear in your office. And here are the number one things you do not do. You do not want to look at him without putting on your mask. I'll show you how he gets here. You basically just want to look at every room there is. So yeah, if you don't do anything and just watch him appear slowly, he will get you. He will attack you, and he will get you. So you definitely don't want to do that. Number one things you can do is you can put on your mask, or you can I'm not entirely sure, but we're gonna be testing it out to see if you can actually flash his light. I'm pretty sure you can also flash the light in his face and he will go away. So let's try that. No, flashing the light will not work. So, flashing your light will not work. Nothing happens. So, basically, what you want to do is, if we go back, when you see Golden Freddy, you want to put on your mask as soon as possible. Just how I taught you with the withers. So I'll show you an example of that. Let's go put Golden Freddy to 20. Let me go look through every camera. If you put on your mask fast enough, he will slowly go away. And I don't think it has to be entirely fast, so that's how to deal with all the animatronics. But here's a little strat that I like to do. So basically, we look at the left light, the middle light, to that light. We wind up our music box halfway, and then we check for characters. So that's basically how to do it. Also, I do not recommend being on cams for a long time because that will waste your power. Actually, it won't waste your power. It'll waste your flashlight if you do look at the light on the camera. So really only be looking at the camera where the puppet or the marionette is, and only winding that up. But that is how you beat every single night in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, or some tips and tricks. So, I'll see you in the next one.